Boogety, 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 JB. We are back. This is episode 24
Is it
of
24?
Fastens. Yeah, because we're double dipping a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
missed
yeah.
last week, so it was kind of like a double dip recap. There was a domination down in Darlington. Chase Briscoe led 309 laps out of 360.
Good
And
Lord.
easy win for him. And then he was competing all weekend with the front of the field in Gateway, East Illinois or East St. Louis. It's like Western Illinois. It's East
In
Missouri.
Joy,
They
Illinois 500 or something?
Yeah, they call it St. Louis. It's technically in Missouri. It's a little confusing, but it's like right there on the border.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused. I'm like, where the fuck are we at right now?
And I looked it up on the map back when IndyCar was there a few weeks ago, or like I guess a couple months ago now. Their season's already over, but the track itself is just across the border to the eastern side of the Mississippi River in Illinois. Although they call the track St. Louis, it's like the closest city. It's really like it'd be like when you call I'm trying to think, like it's like when you call Highland Park Detroit. You know what I mean? It's like that close. Hamtramck is almost Detroit. It's like in the middle of like the
Or
city.
like the Detroit Pistons when they used to play in Auburn Hills.
So that's probably a better example. Yeah, probably a better example. Yeah. The way that the San Francisco 49ers play in Santa Clara, which I don't,
Yep.
or I don't know any other places, but I think the Raiders technically play in Henderson and not Las Vegas. But that's like one of those like,
really?
It's like one of those like technically Henderson is basically Las Vegas. It's like, yeah. So
the more you know.
Nonetheless, that was Chase Briscoe dominated Darlington. He was up at the front all weekend, and then it was, and I'm kind of gonna jump ahead already just to say like the winner of this last race, 5-time winner on the season, Mr. Denny Hamlin,
which I did not put money on, but I woke up this morning, Sunday morning, was like, this feels like a Denny Hamlin day.
Yeah, I mean, he was up there. He qualified fast, and obviously put in a fast running the whole day. He was up near the front, and he's definitely looking sharp. I was watching the race a little bit with my dad, and we were kind of talking about it post-race. He was like asking how many wins is that on the year for him, and he was saying like, maybe after this if he wins this championship, he ended up hanging him up. And I was like, I don't think so, man. He just signed that extension. I think he's like ripe for his first championship, even though he is like a 20-some year career veteran now. But
I think at least he's got 2 or 3 more years left in him.
I think he's
before he hangs it up.
I think he's looking really good this year to at least make the championship 4. And I think, if he does win it, I think he'll, be able to keep that momentum going for the next year or two to possibly, maybe win a second or third championship. So, no, we'll see. I know there's the reign of Penske that's currently going on right now, and the fastest Penske car to finish was 4th, and that followed closely behind by 5th, and Joey Logano. I know they were both up near the front for a lot of this race as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's weird to say it's good to see. I know a lot of people like to hate on Joey Logano, and he hasn't really had a good year, but him just like, I don't know, I like seeing like the veterans like stepping up in like the bigger moments, and maybe it's a little bit of like impartiality because of that Hunt Brothers paint scheme that he had going this week, the Hunt Brothers pizza.
Oh, I seen it. The green.
Yeah.
Black,
I mean, obviously, like we talked about how much we like the color green, but also too, it's just like certain nostalgia wrapped up in Hunt Brothers
throwback.
pizza.
It was nice.
So. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I did want to shout out Zane Smith because he was the fastest non-playoff driver in qualifying. I was looking at the lineup before they started the race Saturday, like this is like before and after they qualified on Saturday before Sunday, and I saw that the first 9 cars were all playoff drivers. I was like, damn, everybody's like really coming to the track fast. And then first car I seen that was outside the playoffs was Zane Smith. And I was like, hell yeah, just shout out. It was good to see.
I mean, there's still some pride to race for, regardless,
It's the check. That's definitely what you're racing for. That paycheck, that purse money is not worth any less.
It's not small.
So yeah, definitely not. And I mean, even so, and then the trophy you still get for winning too. I mean, still who wants to have an empty trophy case at home? So, but nonetheless, man. I mean, what JB? I'm interested in your thoughts. I've been kind of rambling a lot.
So from Darlington, like you said, it was just domination from Chase Briscoe the entire time. Like you couldn't escape Chase Briscoe the whole way through. This past weekend, yesterday, Still quite impressive though. I still got to ask you, what happened at the restart of stage three? Because Bubba Wallace was out in front, and then somehow, some way, flag drops, and he just kind of eases off.
I might have to go back,
And
JB. I was admittedly I had the race on, multi screens going.
okay,
There was we
the
were watching the football game too. We were out to eat, watching the game or watching the race. So like it was on my phone, and I was kind of giving my dad a little bit of like a favorable lean on the phone screen. Not that I couldn't see, but I definitely had to like leer in
lean. Oh
closer
yeah,
to like see the running order and see the laps left. So like, I was more so just able to like kind of follow along with like the cars and stuff. So
yeah. It was just a weird start to stage three because Bubba gets to stage two win, but stage three goes off. He's in front, pole position, and somehow, someway, he just kind of lets off the gas and kind of just lets Denny and Joey just go ahead of him.
yeah, I mean,
I thought that was kind of weird. Like what?
yeah, I sometimes you just get a bad restart. It happens all the time, but I mean, it ends up still finishing. Where does he end up? Bubba. I thought he was a little bit higher up. I'm trying to see.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
eighth. Yeah, I was like, I saw him in the top 10. He finished eighth. So overall, still looking okay. When it comes to the playoffs and the cut line, it looks like
Playoffs.
Josh Berry again. Like first of all, we something to talk about from Darlington. First lap doesn't even make it out of the first out of turn two
That's rough.
and gets to a crash. Tyler Reddick with that insane save, and then he gets back out, ends up with the fastest lap for the day still, which was kind of crazy. But early in the race, like not lap one, but within the first like 15 laps, I want to say Josh Berry ends up in the wall again, and he spun around. I think I saw another car hit the wall in the same fashion, but
Yeah.
it was SVG, right? They
I
hit
don't
the
think it
wall
was SVG.
driver's side on the outside wall. They like the car spun around, and then like the back end came around, and then the momentum carried them into the wall. But typically, it's not the driver's side that makes the contact with the wall. I thought it was a very unique crash, and obviously it's something that the way the race orients and like the car setup like is kind of built to avoid those types of collisions because those are like really the most dangerous when it's the driver
It was
side of the
Ty.
car
Ty. Ty
tied.
Dillon. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. I remember that because I was like, wait, it's the DraftKings car.
but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really good cars. The Dylans had some interesting looks this week, so
They might make my car of the week. You don't know.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It was a tough conversation I was having about the look of those cars. So, but yeah, I mean, either way, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Joe Gibbs' teammates have secured their spots, at least into the next round. Then you have Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, and if the championship four started today, those are the four drivers competing for the championship. Right on the line, you have Austin Cindric 11 points ahead of his fellow
Mm,
Austin Dillon.
your favorite Austin.
Yeah, and then SVG's four-race win lead that he had built up for the playoffs has been evaporated. He's down 15 points,
Sorry,
and
SVG.
likely going to be out in the first round. So, uh, you know, sad to say, but really, it's kind of probably what's for the best. So, I think, I think, yeah, I think the four drivers being eliminated based on the season, how the season's gone. I think those are the four drivers who are like. Yeah, I think it's kind of
That are like the writings
the
on the
right cuts
wall.
are being made. Unless one of those guys like wins a race, in Bristol, which anything can happen.
Yep.
But I think it's the field's getting narrowed down to the correct 12 drivers who are left to be fighting for the
The
championship.
correct 12
I mean,
drivers.
I guess I
Wow.
don't know. Like, I still think RFK should be in the mix, but like it's just the way things go. You gotta. This is the hand we were dealt, JB, and yeah, I'm gonna say like if you were telling me like pick Ford to like not move on based on like
Gun to your head. Those are the
yeah,
four that are not
that's
moving
probably what
on.
I pick. Yeah, as far as like based on the results, I was like yeah,
Wow.
I think it's fair. I think it reflects on their seasons as well. Josh Berry's had one good win at Vegas, and other than that, he's kind of been toiling a little bit. And SVG, if it's not a road course, he's not competitive.
I still want to
Alex
see
Bowman,
SVG move on.
Alex Bowman's been in the wall a lot. He hasn't been able to finish a lot of races, and Austin Dillon, he kind of just got lucky. in Richmond. Really, it really was. It's like
You're so
he
hard as
shows up.
luck.
He shows up to that track, and it's like he's got it down. So I mean, hey, it's just good for you. But I mean, it's just like road clock's only right twice a day, and you got 12 more hours before you're gonna be right
Mm,
again. So
I
it's a long time.
I still want to see SVG move on to 12, but
Nah, I'm cool with him not making it. I think it was kind of like a bummer that he even made it to begin with. The seeing him just like toiling out like this, it's like I get it. He won 4 races, but he's kind of like you know it's kind of like a ringer. It's I don't know. It's like his discipline.
I mean, out of the top 12, can you see anyone else just dropping off there?
I mean, I maybe Cindric. Chastain's like been racing well in the playoffs. Cindric has been like up and down throughout the year, but I think overall, like Cindric's been more consistent than Bowman. He at least is finishing races for the most part. So that's the thing. Like, Alex Bowman's had a lot of DNFs, a lot of hard crashes and stuff this year. So you know, but either way, JB, I uh I know we have a I don't know if we have a differing opinion or not, but I don't know if you have like 4 people you'd rather see not making it.
No, because like I said, I like the rest of the field as it is. If anything, it probably would have been Chase Briscoe to not make it, but hey, you won the
Really?
first of the playoff races, so that's fine with me. Other than that, I can see swapping out probably Austin Cindric for either Bowman or SVG.
Yeah.
That's probably my only thing. The rest, yeah, the writing's on the wall. Josh Berry had 2 bad starts to the playoffs, and it's not going well. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way things roll. They're already kind of like the I don't know, like this not they're hanging out in Penske's garage, but they're a whole separate race team with the Wood brothers. So I don't know, just they haven't been fighting that hard for like championships in quite a while, and I don't know if Josh Berry's necessarily going to be the guy who like gets them back
he
to
probably will
that,
not be.
but you know we'll see. Hopefully, they can at least finish a race next week. That's something to look for. But Bristol gonna be a lot of bumping and going around, so
Yeah.
they're gonna be clashing in the Coliseum. So we'll see what ends up happening. But um, I don't know if necessarily I have I don't know if I have a gas pass crash, or I guess I could probably come up with one. But JB, if did you have anything else to like kind of tap in about Gateway? I don't know if I'm kind of like
No. Like I said, Gateway was kind of pretty self-explanatory. Chase Briscoe get your stage 1 win. Stage 2 goes to Bubba, and your winner, Denny Hamlin. Like I said,
mhm.
he beats all your favorite drivers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna kind of like just lead that right in. If we're gonna dive into the gas patch crash,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna. I mean, I'll give mine to Denny Hamlin again. Like just like Ryan Blaney at Daytona a few weeks ago, starting on the pole and finishing on the pole. Like Denny Hamlin, ended up starting the race with a fast car and finishing the race with a fast car. So got to give him the got to figure give him the props. I guess based on Bubba's failings in the restart, I think maybe he's got
Uh,
to get the pass going, giving up all that track position, you know,
I don't know what happened there. I
for the
really don't.
yeah, and then I guess just lead it again. Crash. We are just talking about the poor guy, Josh Berry, not able to make it even like into like the green checkered of the stages, to stage 1 in the last 2 races of the playoffs or the first 2 races of the playoffs. So I don't know if there's much. I know a couple. I know SVG Ty Dillon had a couple of hard hits, but I mean, I think Josh Berry's had the most to fight for, and it's just not been working out in his favor.
I gotta agree with you, and he is my crash as well too. Just Josh Berry on both races. Not a good start, brother. Not a good start. Gas. I'm giving it to Joe Gibbs and Joe Gibbs' racing team. Hey,
Yeah,
you pulled it off in the playoffs, the first 2 races. So, I mean, you can kind of just sit back and relax now if you want to. But hey, you're moving on, advancing in the playoffs. So be proud of your drivers. And the gas probably has to go to Bubba Wallace. I don't know what the fuck happened.
yeah,
I need some explaining from Bubba about what took place. Stage 3 restart. What's going on?
yeah. I mean, it's a couple of things like just could have slipped a gear, could have just spun the wheels, either or. Just sometimes seen many races in my day, and been junior most popular driver almost arguably all time. There's been a few times where he was up in the front. He had a long winless streak, and it looked like he'd break it a couple times, and all of a sudden you see him bad restart at the front of the pack, and it's just like, what the fuck? So, but bummer. But either way, he's still, like I said, he still had a good race. Finished top 10, 8th place, and still fighting hard. He's comfortably moving on in the playoffs. So I don't think Bubba's really got too much to worry about. They've been running well. So
it's factual.
But hell yeah, JB. I know we have a quick break from our esteemed sponsor. And then we can dive into double dip of the Darlington and the Gateway, kind of like the inverse tracks of one another. Gateway a little bit smaller, but double dipping on some car of the week action for us.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Watch No Chill with JB Smooth Saturdays at noon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, or else. A special thank you to No Chill with JB Smooth. Make sure you go like and subscribe. And meanwhile, I'm going to hand it over to JB himself. If you want to kick us off, JB, Darlington, our car of the week, you're 5. Then I'll give my 5, and then we can go back and forth. We'll do the 5 for Gateway back and forth for us, too.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
I was having a little trouble picking my car of the week, so I bounced around from Cup Series to the Xfinity Series.
Fair enough,
too, just because
they didn't bring a lot of heat to Darlington.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Holding back a little bit, and maybe that was because, you seen what was coming up down the line as well, too. But number 5 from the Truck Series, actually, Trevor Bayne driving the number 1 Victory Junction Toyota. Just a cool looking car. Kind of reminds me of like the 7-Eleven colors a little bit.
I see that for sure.
I seen the design. I was like, oh, that just reminds me of like a 7-Eleven Slurpee a little bit. So I was like, I kind of wanted a Slurpee after that when I seen that. Number 4 has to go to Chris Bouchard driving the number 17, the Kroger Treetop Ford.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Christmas a little bit. I don't know if you get that same
kind
of
the
vibe
red
and
and green.
That feel to it.
The red and green for sure. I definitely get that.
And we're getting closer and closer to Christmas as it is. It's not
creeping
stopping.
Up, JB. So, 3 months away, 4 months away.
Start planning those Christmas gifts as it is right now. Get those while you can. Number 3 went to Bubba Wallace driving the number 23 U.S. Air Force Toyota. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a salute to service car. Kind of looks like a tank a little bit.
Shout out.
Gotta shout him out as well too. Salute to service guys. One I know you'll definitely like. And number 2, it's a food one.
Oh hell yeah,
Mr. Todd Gilliland.
Oh, the hot pickle car, JB.
Yeah, Lord, yeah, the Grillo's pickle Ford. The flames on the front look cool. So as it like moves towards the back of the car, changing colors, like I just had to put it on there.
Welcome aboard, JB.
I know. I was debating whether or not I was going to put that on there or not. And finally, my number 1, which is kind of out of the box. I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Vincent Salas. Driving number 45 Prime Bits Mini Muffins Chevy from the Xfinity Series.
Okay.
So it's another food car. Like,
absolutely. I mean, hey, we saw
the blue
Ryan
and purple mixing together.
We saw Ryan Priest's Little Bites win car of the week not too long ago. I mean, obviously, and then plenty of food cars have made their appearance. Long John Silver's, A&W,
Arby's,
Jamocha Shake,
McDonald's Land.
Yeah, McDonald's Land. Man, there's like plenty of other food cars as well. Seabest, the seafood stuff. King's Hawaiian.
Can't go wrong.
Hunt
King's
Brothers
Hawaiian
Pizza.
Roll.
Slurpees from 7-Eleven. I mean, I've definitely found myself to be a food-oriented car guy. So whether or not I like the food, I'd like seeing it represented. So I guess I'm going to dive in my 5 from Darlington. JB, I agree. They didn't really I thought it was like a little bit lackluster overall.
Right, it was just plain. So that's why it was just hard to pick.
I agree. I have one. I don't know. I think it was just I guess you do kind of see yellow a lot, but it was like a different kind of yellow. I like I don't know, like the blur effect it had in it with like the black, I guess. The Morgan & Morgan Chevrolet that Kyle Busch was driving. I guess this is like the little bit of love we can give Kyle Busch right here. But I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know. Just something about it. It kind of reminds me of a taxi. The more I stare at it and stuff, and I guess like the black blur through it, it's like there was text, but you can't see it because you're just driving so fast. And then you just have the Morgan & Morgan sticker on there. For me, next up, I do have a double dip for us, JB. It is that 17 Treetop Ford from Chris Buescher. Keeping it, I think it's like Treetop. I think it's the lemonade brand. I might
Is
be.
it?
I think I might be wrong, but definitely had wanted to throw that guy out there. I I like the colors on this. I think it's just kind of like red, white, and blue, very basic, very bland. But the shouting out Zane Smith a little bit again, the Title Max 38. I think is just like overall kind of bland, but the white space where they have the red numbers, I kind of just I don't know that color look. I guess I don't know. I just kind of appreciate and enjoy it. Um, I have my penultimate pick, JB. This is an animal car.
What?
I did not know what the hell this was, and I was so I didn't believe it when I first saw it. But it was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. driving that pudgy Penguin Chevrolet.
Oh no!
I
Come on.
It looked like something out of like the weird girl in your fourth grade classes, like pencil box. You know what I'm talking about,
Like, where did you
like
find
that
that from?
that like the penguin on the car looks like some weird little pencil topper that she's like she like has to have. And it's like I don't know if you ever like you wouldn't say to school with any weird girls or anything, JB,
I
but
think we all did at a certain
there's
point in
weird
time.
guys too. But yeah, it's just like that's just what I imagined. Like I've seen this little like rubber penguin on the top of some girl's pencil that I like as I look down like the row of desks and she's just like writing away on it.
It kind of reminds me of like when we were younger, like the internet was like kind of freshly new. Like you go to like Nickelodeon.com or something to play a stupid Penguins game.
Yeah,
Or,
it kind of looks like a Webkins almost,
yeah,
JB. That's kind of what I was getting too. Yeah, like it's a penguin, so immediately it's like Club Penguin, but I think it definitely had more like Webkins. Like it
that's the
looked
side
more
I was
like a
thinking of.
Webkins than even though it was a penguin.
Like Club Penguin. That's the
Yeah,
site.
but number one in my car of the week ranking is going to go to the number one car, Ross Chastain. The Bush Light had the horse on it. The I guess that was a horrible neigh. Um, but the black stallion just like bucking, I don't know, it was sick. So and it was on the hood too. So that was my five from Darlington. And then I guess we'll flip the track, tighten it up a little bit. We got Gateway Worldwide Technology Raceway.
That's a hell of a name for this
Yeah,
track too.
yeah, it's long. It's like WWT. I don't know.
Worldwide.
It's a really long acronym, but nonetheless, we Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. That's the full thing.
Jeez.
WWTRAG.
That's a mouthful.
So yeah, but anyway, I'll let you kick it back, hand the baton back to you, sir, for your five
Well,
for this week's card.
they actually brought it this week, so I was kind of impressed. Number 5 goes to a Dylan. One Mr. Ty Dillon driving the number 10 DraftKings car. I just thought it was cool. Like, once again, DraftKings lost a lot of money on Sunday from DraftKings. Thanks a lot, Lions. But anyway, moving on. Number 4 goes to another Dylan. Your hated Dylan, Austin Dillon, driving the number 3 Dow Dayglow Chevy. It was kind of a weird looking car, but very nightclubish, I say.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
kind of
say
design.
so. Yeah, I don't know. My dad called me Saturday. We were talking, and we were talking about qualifying and stuff like that. And he mentioned the car, and you know, he said it looked good. I said
Wow.
I said I was upset with how good the car looked. That was as far as I would go with it.
So you enjoy the car, is what you're saying?
I was frustrated. I saw it and it frustrated me. Like so,
But
it filled me with mixed emotions. Like there's like
it was still a good looking car.
so. Yeah, that's what makes it so frustrating, JB. So it makes it so frustrating.
Oh man. Moving on to number 3, I went with the 2311 guy once again. Tyler Reddick driving the number 45 Jordan brand car. Once again, just looks like a shoe. Like, I love Jordan shoes, so
Hell yeah.
I gotta throw that on there. Number 2, slight food one, I guess you could say, with Mr. Daniel Suarez driving the number 99 Choice Privilege waffle car.
Hell yeah.
It's a waffle on the side of a car. Like, come on.
Hell yeah, JB. This isn't a
waffle.
This isn't NASCAR related, but I'm curious. Where do you slot these three? Like, who's your gold? Who's your silver? Who's your bronze? Waffles, pancakes, French toast.
Oh.
10 seconds on the clock.
All right, so I started out with waffles when I was younger, but then I advanced over to pancakes, and then I just fell in love with French toast afterwards. So
Five
give me
seconds.
pancakes, French toast, waffles.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. I mean, hey, different strokes, different folks,
I
JB.
know. Like I said, when I was younger, I started off waffles was my go-to. Eggo waffles every single morning. But then I just fell in love with pancakes, man.
This is like one of those things, JB, where I think like it's like one of the furthest apart we might have ever been. Is
Are you a waffles guy?
I'd bump it up. I'd put waffles number one, move pancakes to two, and French toast to three.
Oh
So
no.
I think this is the furthest apart we've ever been on anything.
No.
But no, was that all five for you, or did you have one more after the?
Yep. I still
That's
got
it.
the one more and I went completely off track with this one from the Xfinity series. Uh, Laver Scott driving the number 45 Fox Teca car. I think that's how you pronounce it from Chevy. It just looks like a graffiti car. I love graffiti art, so that's number one for me.
Oh hell yeah! Harlan has a really cool. He has a couple of like actual like books about graffiti. I think I
Really
might have told you about them or not, but like they're really cool. I've like tried to look at them. There's a lot of like um technicality that goes into like the graffiti art and like it was crazy. They were breaking it. It was a textbook about graffiti.
hmm.
It was cool though.
Interesting.
So yeah,
That's different.
hell yeah.
But those are my five. What about you?
Nice, JB. I got five to choose from right here. I'm rolling around, and I have a couple of overlaps for us. I do want to
Haha.
shout out. First of all, I'm gonna shout out my first car. It's gonna go to a Toyota, a Joe Gibbs car. Christopher Bell, the number 20, the
Ah,
DeWalt. Yeah, I just
I wanted to put that one on here too.
it's hard for me to pass it up. I just always think of Matt Kenseth when I'm thinking of Shout out Matt K. And just six months. I mean, I don't know. I just DeWalt's been with in NASCAR for a long, long time. I got another classic throwback. This is a driver number, the 24 of Jeff Gore, formerly Jeff Gore. Now it's William Byron, but I'm just like thinking back to the olden days. But that HP, that Howlett Packard, whatever. I think that's what HP stands for, or
Hewlett Packard.
Hewlett Packard. That the Z on it for the
I was
Zenith
gonna
or
put that
whatever.
one too.
I thought it looked pretty sick. I like the blacked out number 24. It's like something you don't really ever see on there. I thought it was like that's pretty sick. So wanted to shout that out. And then I mean obviously I'm gonna overlap right here with the number 45 Jordan car. That's sick. It's like
You can't go wrong.
I
With
think
Jordan.
everybody's whether or not they want to admit it because of like obviously like they have their own sponsors that pay them and take care of them, but like you're 100% jealous that Tyler Reddick is sponsored by Jordan and is wearing
Every
Jordan
single
brand
day.
everything. I imagine his
Every
fire
single
suit
day.
is so much more comfortable than everybody else's. Maybe not Denny Hamlin's
Can
because
we just get sponsored by 2311, please?
but yeah, but like seriously, I think that they've got a pretty sick role set up there. So got another overlap for Shibby. It's gonna be my favorite breakfast food of all. Like I think pancakes are a second, but the waffles. I like the Daniel Suarez
Daniel
waffle car
Suarez.
was pretty sick, and you know as we just kind of went through, and then honestly, JB, you know what? I always stick with the I always stick in the cup, but I'm gonna bounce out. I'm gonna go to one of the lower series. I don't know. I think it's maybe because I'm thinking of like STP or like maybe something like the number is kind of like catchy, but the 76, the Xylem Next Gen Travel Centers Ford that Cole
What?
Raz was driving in the Xfinity series. Yeah, dude, tell me like the 76 just doesn't remind you of like that red like sign, that like red bubble that you see on the top of like a pole. Like it's I don't know, something like it's like that's the same font, but it's like it's got some different colors mixed in there. It's a little bit of like a Boise State-ish theme color when I think of like the color scheme. But like I don't know, it's got a tornado on there, which is kind of cool. And I don't know, it's just like I'm thinking of like I think it's the STP or whatever it is, the 76 brand. And yeah, that's gonna be my car of the week this week. I'm gonna shout it out. Go to the Xfinity series for it. So hell yeah,
not bad.
but that's gonna be my five. I know we have a. At least I was watching the race with my dad and another fellow viewer, and they gave us five cars as well. So
We got some more guest cars. All right.
yeah, some more guest pickers. My dad gave me some too, but I kind of forgot. So trying to scroll through, and I don't know if I quite remember all of them, but I know the Andy's Frozen Custard made an appearance. So if we don't get through all five, I at least want to shout out a couple. The fact that they shot his car, I was like, hell yeah, because I picked this one a few weeks ago when they asked. Like I said, they've got good taste. Also, I don't know if they were being nice or not, but they did not choose the number 3 car when they went through their 5.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the Waffles car definitely made it. I think Michael Jordan's car might have made it, but other than that, I'm doing a bad job of remembering. But I still want to say shout out and thank you. This is like the 3rd race in a row that um, I've been honored to have a guest join me and watch the race with me. And so hopefully, like through the playoffs and stuff, we'll maybe
Oh, that continues on.
continue. Yeah. So, but either way, I'll do better at remembering the cars they pick next week, and if they watch the race with me again. But shout out, thank you, and episode 25 next week, JB Brian Vickers. That's who I think of when I think of 25. He had a blood clot and he had to like stop racing for a while. But
jeez.
But yeah, Brian Vickers, number 20, he drove that for a while. Pretty sure Joe Nemechek drove 25 for a little bit.
Like who else drove 25?
Mark Martin might have drove 25. I might be making that up though. Googling it.
Google.
Yes, I think yeah. It was a throwback to Tim Richmond's 25 Folgers car. So I was kind of right. So yeah, Tim Richmond was in a 25. Folgers is a big sponsor. I think Mark Martin might have had Folgers as a sponsor too, but I might be mixing things up. Might be mixing up old men. But speaking of old men, shout out to my dad too, coming down and watching the race.
Shout out, Pops.
So yeah, he was locked in, and I think he's betting on Denny Hamlin. If I had to pick.
For your winner overall?
Yeah, I think for the championship. I think he's going with Hamlin.
Oh,
I might be wrong, but I think I've narrowed it down. I'm adding Denny Hamlin into my championship 4. I said it would be Larson. I threw in Briscoe, and I was up those last 2 spots. Is like I don't really know. I'm gonna put Hamlin in there. I think it's gonna be Larson, Briscoe, Hamlin, and I'm just gonna be a dick and give myself that extra time to pick my 4th. Well, I still can. And
give me Larson, Bell, Denny, and I'm going with Bubba.
Yeah? He's there right now.
He's there right now, but like I don't know if he's going to stay there. That's the problem.
I can't pick a 4th right now. I kind of want to go with Blaney, fuck it. Yeah, I'll just pick 4 now. Larson, Briscoe, Hamlin, Blaney. I think you're going to have the 2 JGR guys fighting for their first championship, and you're going to have Hendricks fighting to climb back to the top of the mountain, and Penske looking to keep their crown. I think that's the final 4.
Okay.
So
I respect
it. Hell yeah. But that's all I got left in the tank for today, JB. I feel like we've been neglecting maintenance in the garage the last couple weeks, so the car needs a little bit of tune-up work.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks, trust me.
So yeah, but nonetheless, I think it's gonna be a little bit crazier now. We gotta handle the NFL season too, for this next 8 weeks or whatnot. But nonetheless,
baseball also winds down as well too.
Baseball can suck one.
Come on now.
So
I mean, our Tigers are still in it. So
baseball's boring. So
it can be boring at times.
Yeah.
Pitch clock helps.
Yeah. But either way, we got the racing to keep ourselves occupied. And like I said, it's a fun race for the championship next week. Is going to be. I mean, obviously Bristol's always a fun race. Bristol night race as well. But it's gonna be. This might be a Saturday too. Let me double check.
Is it a Saturday?
I'm gonna check. It might be Sunday, but either way.
Then we also got Central, who's about to go out here and cook Michigan on
Saturday. It is Saturday night.
Hey.
Yep. So yeah, because there's the night race, and they usually do Saturday nights. So, somebody's not making it. There's gonna be, I guess 3 people not making it off to the next round, or they're still gonna be racing, but it's gonna be a little bit empty. Be a little bit tougher to get yourself geared up and ready to roll for when you don't have as much to race for. You just have that check. You don't have a check and a championship. So, but either way, JB, I've been rambling. You got anything else you want to wrap it up with?
It's been a crazy 2 weeks. Sorry to all the ones who are anticipating these episodes from us, but like I said, life it gets busy, and
Oh
then
yeah,
we gotta deal with this. So
yeah, yeah. We don't have the benefit of the shared schedule as much anymore. It makes it a little bit more hectic, but we're getting through it. But nonetheless, he's fast. I'm loose. We'll see you guys next time.
peace.